Creating a sunlight system, the control parameters rollout. So here I'm in my top view and I have my compass rose and my directional light. I'm going to pick on the directional light and I'm going to zoom right in here and pick right on this light. I can pick on the rose, and then I can pick on the sun. And then I want to go not to my modify, which I want to go to my motion. In my motion, I have the ability to control the parameters of the motion of the sun. I can set the azimuth or the altitude. The azimuth is the compass direction of the sun in degrees. North is 0, east is 90. Altitude is the height of the sun above the horizon in degrees. So sunset or sunrise is 0. The time, I can set the time down here, and I can choose the number of hours and minutes and seconds. And so it's at high noon right now, so I could set it at say 1600 hours, right? Or 4 o'clock. I can set the month and the day and the year. I can set the time zones. The time zones go from negative 12 to 12. And so if you don't know which one is yours, you can go and look them up in the Windows Date and Time Properties dialog box. So you go to My Computer. So right, you can go down to My Computer down here, and you can go to the control panel, and then you can go to Date and then Time. So you can go to Control Panel, and then you can go to the Date and Time parameters to find that out. We also have Daylight Savings Time if you want that on. We can get the location. I can click on this button and I can do it 2 ways. If I know the city, I can type in, let's say, an M, or I can scroll up to the M's and I can say, well, in M's, and I can scroll up to the M's and say I want to go to Manitowoc, Wisconsin. It moves the dot to Manitowoc, Wisconsin. I can go, my favorite location is Marquette, Michigan. But here we're doing a building in Kankakee, Illinois, so I can go and find it in the K's. All right. And it should be in here, I believe. And sure enough, it is in there. Okay. Now, if you don't find where exactly you want to go, you can actually just drag the mouse around. Just put your mouse, hold your left mouse button down, and click where you want to go. Okay. So you can find just about anywhere you like to go, even if it's not listed as a city. Okay. So it will come up with the nearest city in this location here. And so it finds Duluth, Minnesota. So you'll find the nearest city, but you can drag it to where you need to go, and you can uncheck nearest big city, and it'll just go to wherever you drag it. So I'll just go down here and say, all right, it said Chicago. All right, close enough. And I can say OK, and it'll set then the latitude and longitude for that location. If you know the latitude and longitude, you can plug those in as well. And so we can also go to the orbital scale. It sets the distance of the sun from the compass rose. So you can see it's 173 feet at the moment. And because it casts parallel beams, it really has no accuracy issues. So that you don't have to worry about really too much. So we have just set up a sunlight system, and we've gone through the control parameters rollout. Remember, once we select our compass rose and we select our sun glyph, we need to go to the motion tab to get to our control parameters.